Hey all, this is Zenosis back again with more Brotato. Yeah, I'm gonna just drink a bit from the water bottle. Yeah, I didn't have a lot left. I probably should have filled up the water bottle, but I can do that after this recording session. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get the. Let's combine the SMEs then. Boom. Oh man, no, that. No, but that decreases the piercing damage. That's not worth it. Max HP. I know medical gun can be good because you get medical as a category, but you know, reroll. Regular pistol. I would really want to get the blue one though, because then you can combine it immediately with the blue one. Yes. And this is part 2, by the way, of Brotato Abyssal Terrorist DC. Because I'm calling this part 2 now. For example, like the other one part I called part 1 again. You might wonder, oh, but wouldn't it make more sense to call it part 5? Because this is not like first time playing now. No, but it makes it very, very easy to realize, okay, like this was the recording session when I played it for the first time, those 4 parts that I did yesterday and stuff that, you know. That just makes it easier so that you, like if you want my first impression of something, you know, and see how I played then, you know, and stuff that, you know, things are going to be different, you know, but yeah. But maybe it's also like when you play on high difficulty, there are like more enemies, right, than normal, so you actually get more materials and stuff that, you know. Yeah. But I also feel like this, right, that if you unlock, for example, like one thing I could have done otherwise, right, if I didn't want to decrease it from the default values, like the enemy movement speed, for example, it's set to 100% now. But if I didn't want to like remove enemy health, enemy damage, I could have used it down like, you know, Danger 0 rounds and stuff that. Even though supposedly, right, like Danger 1, for example, only adds new enemies, it doesn't like increase their maximum health. Because basically you need to go to Danger 3, that's when they like get more max health, or like they become more dangerous, they like do more damage basically. Yes, we want more speed here. Get some max HP. We get the laser gun, and then we combine the laser gun, and then we get the blue laser gun. And then we combine those, and we have a purple one. And lock the purple one there. Get the fish. Because it's important, of course, to try and get the damage back. So that he has 100% minus damage. So damage. Our damage percentage is now 62% less damage. Because it's percentage based, of course. But I think, oh, we should have only have 90+% damage. So how can 400% minus? Yeah, because it's weird with how the game works. There is on certain characters where it says that it's 100% reduced attack speed, but then on attack speed it shows as you're only attacking 50% slower from having like 100%. So yeah, so it's, you know, like 100% is used half the attack speed. But then on certain characters where it says the attack speed is only reduced by 50%, then it's still 50%, you know. It's just like it's very, very weird sometimes, and I'm guessing it might be I don't know, not a translation issue, but I feel, you know, like there are maybe things that aren't worded properly, maybe. Where's our armor? Yeah, we only have 2 armor, I need to remember that. Because, of course, getting a lot of armor is going to be important, of course. Right, and the reason why, for example, getting a purple shotgun would be good is if we can get a purple shotgun, For example, then yes, we can combine it up with the other shotgun. Oh, that's just free. Or luck. Get the double barrel shotgun, get that. We lock that, we lock that. Don't want us shredded. Nah. Not yet. Because of the whole how we need to combine things, we need to think about how we do things. The coupon is really good because the coupon of course decreases prices on things, but it does not decrease like the reroll price. The renegade is going crazy. Yeah, so damage is reduced by 62% less damage. So that's I mean, like I feel like a lot of items are used, tier 1 and stuff that, But isn't each unique item a different tier 1 item? So if you stack something up, it isn't going to give you more stuff that, so that is something to think about. But even if you stack up, so there might be things that you want to get even if your build doesn't benefit from it, just to increase that, Yes. More speed. Armor. It's weird that the melee damage they can show up. Man, I really thought about getting pistol there. Yeah, so because we would need another grey pistol first. So luck is now 18k. What is the time? Okay, 7:42 there. But then it's yes. And maybe I should go and sleep some extra, and stuff that, after we record. Like, I mean, I will start the upload, and stuff that, but then I can just, leave the console on, Still. You want to pick up some more materials with this armor, most 5. And more materials. Please. Right, nice. XP, please. Ooh, purple laser gun. Combine 2 laser guns. Boom. Now we have a legendary, or take for 1 legendary. You just get the blue pistol, because even if you have the blue pistol right, you can still get the grey pistol right. Yes, like that. Then it shows up, that's always how things go. More housing, please. Ooh. The dodge is nice if we find that shirt thing. It's gonna be very nice. And right, and for example, like for example, like when you Google, for example, you can sometimes see like see like the AI sometimes gives you answers when you Google search something. So basically, like I looked like, okay, like what are Brotato or like Vampire Survivors S games that are like available on PS5 and PS4, and then it showed you the whole dwarf game, and stuff that, like the Deep Rock Galactic, but not the regular Galactic one, like the Survivor game of it, and stuff that. And the Survivor game is actually not available on PSN because I did check, and stuff that. So I don't know. I suppose that they are saying that maybe it could be at the end of the year, maybe, and stuff that, although it came out in 2024, I believe, and stuff that, so yeah, you go, please. Dodge. A dodge. Metal. Cake. What is that damage now? Our damage is now... Yeah, 45% reduced damage. So we're getting 170 for each different tier 1. There are, of course, things that can reduce our damage percent as well. Oh. Lock that. That's good. That is very nice indeed. And of course, having Gathering is like really good. There is also like a farm character, by the way. That seems to be really interesting and stuff like that. But yeah, on the Pacifist, it's going to be interesting, by the way, because on the Pacifist, right, you gain more materials, like the more enemies like you leave alive, right? Or something like that on the Pacifist. So, but you don't want to get weapons then on the Pacifist, or does the Pacifist not get any weapons at all? I mean, there's another character like the Bull thing that doesn't get any weapons or whatever, right? And you need to take damage basically to deal damage. It probably means on the Bull character you won't have like max health. You want to have HP regen, like not lifesteal, of course. More dodge. Max health. Alien. That, even though that's less attack speed. Lock that. Yes. Because we can burn them with the sausage. We have 2 of them. Now we have a beard. Yeah, because we get that from that. Attack speed is 7% increased just. But yeah, but guns tend to fire quickly and stuff like that. And I know that guns are very good and stuff like that is. Yeah. And I know that is, for example, with one character, if you clear like the way 20, then you actually unlock the sniper gun. Which is actually, I know, is a very good weapon and stuff like that, so It's an armor. The 6 armor still. So we still need to be careful and stuff like that, Although what is our HP regen? 6, okay. Absolute mayhem. Nah, because we're losing XP gain. What's our XP gain? We do have 40 though. Right, so we don't lose a lot from that. Reroll, please. Armor. Max HP. Get that. Get that. Range damage is nice. We already have one curse, so it doesn't matter. Ooh. I know that the minigun can be a trap. Why recycle my... But can we afford it if I recycle both? 22, 30, so 20, 30, 34, 34, so 34, 30, 40, 50, 50. We cannot afford it even if we get rid of these. But we lock that. Yeah, we have to do things like that there. I shouldn't have begun dismantling there, so now we have lost a lot of damage. This could be really, really risky. Why did I think that I was going to be able to afford it, you know, because sometimes, right, because if we would have had a recycling machine, we don't have one, right? We don't have a single recycling machine, right? Nope. If we would have had a recycling machine, then we definitely probably would have been able to afford it, or if we had enough coupons. But you can only reduce price by what, like 25%, right? Because you can get 5. Yeah. It's just not a lot, of course. The main problem is, of course, the minigun is not gonna show up very often at all. I don't know also if the laser gatting is available just immediately from the very, very start or whatever, right, you know. Yeah. Armor. Minigun. Get that. Do we get a grey laser gun? Nope. We don't. Now we have the minigun. Now I do think that things should still be weighted, right? Like if you get, for example, like a minigun, it should increase the chances for more miniguns to show up or whatever, but that's not really how it works, you know. But the other thing that's good about the minigun is of course the attack speed, but you do want to get like damage, because the whole percentage thing is really big, but it's nice, you know, and that. But you also want to get, of course, range damage as well, so, you know. Our armor is now 13, okay. That makes us a lot safer. How much have you done? You did. Okay, you're not doing the highest damage. Me is actually doing higher damage than you. But then that also benefits from heavy. Harvesting. Oh man, we could get a flamethrower actually. unlock that as well. Right, because we know that the burning is good because of the thing we got, right? What was it? To benefit the burning, yeah. 1 HP regeneration for enemy current burning. I kind of wish there could be a character though that started with like flamethrowers and stuff that, you know, so you can use both things. And I know that they will probably be doing more DLC to this, but I wonder if they will do crossovers and stuff like that. Because, you know, you remember when I did Vampire Survivors and I did my custom thumbnail and I did like, what did I call it? Did I call it Raccoon City Survivors? Did I call it like Umbrella Survivors, you know, like, or Resident Evil Survivors, you know, or like, or whatever I called it, you know. Because I feel like, right, like if they're gonna do a crossover, right, I feel like, for example, because imagine, right, the Brotato, how the characters look, for example, and then like a version of like, I know it's called Brotato, so you can't probably have any female characters, so you couldn't have like Jill Valentine, but you could have like Barry Burton. Barry Burton would start with like a revolver, whatever, right? Basically like a hand cannon. And stuff that, right, and then, you know, something else, you know. So we get that, oh man, rocket launches there. I know rocket launch is really good. A boom gun is interesting though, because it pierces out and it slows enemies. It doesn't do a lot of damage though. Get rid of that, just so we can reach them quicker. So that is heavy. Oh! Heavy. We want to get heavy stuff so we can get more damage. I'll reroll. Hey, don't mind if I do. This could be dangerous though. This could be dangerous, I'll say, at the least. What is our armor? 13, okay, so... I mean... Yeah, what is our... Yeah, 10 HP regen, so... I mean, this is a really good combination, right? Because the flamethrower's range isn't very good. But then when you go close and you burn things, basically we get a lot of HP regen from that. I mean, I feel like if we would get like the snake, right? So we can like spread the burn, you know, and stuff like that. Maybe elemental damage is really good with the... Yeah, it does have an elemental damage, yeah. Maybe we could do a crazy flamethrower build with some character, you know, and stuff that, you know. But then the question is, right, how much is the range on a flamethrower? Yeah, it has really, really bad range, 250. But then I wonder how good the range can get on the flamethrower. There's the fish, you get that first. Get the heavy. More damage. More damage. Oh, the blunderbuss though. But that is not heavy. Yeah, but that's also cooldown resets when you pick up material. Yes, so now we have a rocket launcher. Stars. Nemesis would really like the rocket launcher, of course. Imagine, right, Nemesis in this, you know, I mean, he would probably also have like tentacle weapons that he could get, you know, and stuff that as well. And maybe also the minigun, you know, and stuff that, because yeah, I know that he never had a minigun in like the rig, you know, the Resident Evil 2, because maybe black minigun would have used to be too good. And stuff that specifically could just like stun off the player, and stuff that, yeah. Yeah, I want that because of the XP gain. Elemental damage. Inter-alien. No, you don't want to get minimum cooldown of 0.75 because that makes these weapons way worse. Just stay away from balance. We already have one of those, we don't need more. Lock the snowball. Shoot the monk. Yeah, because it's only an 8% chance. What's the luck? Luck is 36. Wave 17. Yeah, the rocket launcher is really good. I have gotten the rocket launcher before in other rounds, of course. I think we even recorded one run when we had the rocket launcher and stuff like that, but yeah. And what's our damage now? Do we have negative % damage? Yes, we still have negative % damage, which is crazy. Minus 24. Right, but we are 250 plus from that. But I think we have something right that keeps us negative. Damage as well, probably from something. We have 14 HP regen now. That's probably because we are burning things, right? With what the food? Just the food. Fried rice. Yeah, so we're currently getting 6 plus extra HP regen. So certain weapons cannot go below a certain value. For example, like rocket launcher again can only show up as blue as the lowest, for example. Now I don't know if there is a character that can only use like epic weapons or above or whatever, right? Because the king of course starts with rare weapons, stuff that, you know. I mean, you can still get like lower tier weapons, right? It's not that they remove the lower tier weapons, because there is basically one character that can only use like where the wording is different. Because on the king, for example, you can still use tier 1 weapons, but then that gives you luck makes you way worse and stuff that, you know, so that attack speed is nice though, but the range is bad. Attack speed, cycling materials, mental damage. We can probably survive the bait. Yeah, hey, why not get a turret? Okay, and this is nice. All of that stuff is good. Well, I've seen that guy before, I don't remember. I can always take an enemy list in this or something like that, Abyssal, you know. Maybe a logbook or whatever they would call it, or a bro book, as it were. Okay, that guy is actually pretty tough. Right, and we haven't gotten the extra stomach or anything. Because basically the extra stomach is really good. That's the thing that basically scales your health by a certain amount. But there's a maximum of only 8 extra health you can get every basically wave and stuff that, you know. But it makes it, for example, so that when you pick up a fruit, if you're at full health, you gain 1 extra max HP basically. You can get 8 per wave basically. Speedo. Horoscope got cursed. Yeah, back is really good. One, two. Then only one more wave after this. Yeah, so do we have negative damage still? Yes, but only 16%. And of course, if you get that thing that makes it so that all of our weapons like also scale via elemental damage, then that would be really good. I mean, probably on the spellcast character, we might be able to find a flamethrower on that guy, maybe. You know, and stuff like that, because it is an elemental weapon. Yeah, the wizard, basically, instead of like a flame staff or whatever, you know, and stuff that you just use a flamethrower. That's what the modern wizard is using. Gandalf, where are you using it? Oh, wow. And mistake, yeah. Ooh. You get that in case that thing would show up. Yes. Yeah, hell yeah, you have to get some more range. What's range? Yeah, and that will affect that ring. Okay, so now it's on the 37, the 250 is the default there. What's our time? Okay, good. Oh yeah, now we have way more range on the flamethrower. But these enemies are tough, of course. So we need to really kind of focus here. We do have a lot of health. And we do have 12 armor. But then the speed was very important there. We have 30% movement speed. Makes it easy to dodge stuff. Of course, yes, you can dodge stuff even with low speed, but there is a certain amount of speed that you want to have used to make like bosses like easier. And of course, if you have a lot of range, of course, like you can make bosses a whole lot easier by having like ranged weapons, of course. But that's the thing I hate the most when it does the whole circular thing, because that's usually what kills me. Or like when I'm running with 100% and stuff that, you know. But no, that was not on the Danger 5, that was on like the Danger 3 rounds. Yeah, both of them, please. Renegade. Oh, when that unlocks the fairy, 1 HP regeneration for every different tier 1 item you have. Oh wow. Minus 3 HP regenerate for every different tier 4 item you have. Oh, item, okay. So if you get the fairy, you don't really want to have tier 4. Like you don't want to have like items like jetpack, seashell. Those are the only tier 4 items I have. So that would be like a minus 6%. That would be a minus 6% HP regen. But then of course for every tier 1 you have, so I would get 29 plus and I would get minus 6. So it would still be worth it, you know, so you have to think about things like that. But yeah, that was a good run, I feel like, you know. And since we did that, of course, this is now going up to 40%. Maybe I should try and find a favorite here on the background here at some point, you know. And that is really, really why I wish that it would say which one it is. Stuff that, so you can figure out which one you really, really like and stuff that, you know. Yes. 50, 75, 25. Now it's 40. So yeah, so now we will see here. Yeah, Renegade, 50%, 40% on the Ogre, 45 on the Knight. So does the Wizard get? Yeah, the Wizard gets. But it's weird, like he can also get stuff that is not elemental damage. Elemental damage modifications. You start with one snake, one scale associates. Melee modifications are reduced, ranged, and engineering as well. Did we get more character? Nope. It's Matthias here, so recycle 12. Finish wave 10 with 10 or more living trees. At the end of a wave, picking up a consumable while at maximum health. Speedy. What made them so big? Ooh. Minus 100 armor while standing still, so you don't want to stand still. Where is that character? There was a specific character I was thinking about. Skills with the curse, and you start with one fish hook. You get 10 minus range at the end of a wave, so gain less XP. %200% damage with naval weapons against cursed enemies. So you can only equip tier 2 weapons or above. Which is cap at 20%, dodge cap at 20%. Equipped weapons always contribute to class bonuses for the equipped weapons. But does that mean like the set bonuses then? So that you can can gain like a bunch of different set bonuses. So you want to have as many different weapons as possible in different categories. We have more trees spawn. But it is bad, right, if you kill the trees quickly. Because there is one, of course, where you want to have 10 trees have been spawned. I know that Loud unlocks something really good if I remember correctly. He has lifesteal. Then when you heal. So each one to start right with. So Ghost Flint is 1% attack speed for every 20 enemies you kill during a wave with this weapon. These are ethereal, right? Yes, ethereal weapons. Let's go Ghost Scepter. Dang 5. What's our time? Okay, good. 39 minutes. What's the clock? 15:05 in real time. The real military time, you know. Yes. Good. Yeah, we need to actually pick up the material. Good more luck. So we want to have these weapons. Yes. Material gives you dodge. but reduces your armor. So what do you have? Still 60% chance to dodge? Yeah, that's the maximum. Okay. Life steal is important. Probably won't XP gain though. Another Ghost Scepter. Good. Ah, now I got wings. Because I'm Batman. So what? It's for every 20 enemies during our wave. So you know, I mean, you could say that, oh yes, you're spreading out the kills and stuff. That, like, sure, but that also means, for example, the gentle alien would be insane with this. By the way, more luck is nice. Attack speed. Another Ghost Scepter. There's the gentle alien. Speaking of that. You also have that 1% damage for every 20 enemies you kill. And so you could scale up a bunch of things though. Yeah, you have gained 0 stats so far. But now we have 18% dodge, so you can get 30% dodge just from having that. And that, of course, is going to be insane if we get the t-shirt. And stuff that, you know. Even though that's going to require some luck, and we have minus on harvesting now. It's actually pretty bad. Now, I don't know if we just need the attack speed in order to, like, kill more stuff and stuff that, but yeah, you know. The gentle alien outfit is going to be really nice, but we will, of course, add more damage to the enemies with that. More life steal though. Have we gained any stats yet? No. Because see, that's the thing, right? That they eat fire. Stuff that, you know, so yeah. So we need, like, more. The one gentle alien that is giving them 5% more damage. So now, right now, they would have then, like, what, 40% damage now? Because we did increase, right? We did increase the... Yeah, because the anger is now at 54%. Which is a bit weird. Yeah, sometimes you get some sort of speed boost, sometimes when you pause, and sometimes go... Maybe it's when you touch the edge of the map. Reroll, please. More range, I guess. Man, the burning could be good. Have we gotten any bonus stat yet? We have gained 1 stat, we have gained 1 stat. So we have gotten 2 more max HP in total. No, 3 max health from the Ghost Scepter so far. Of course, that means, of course, that the gentle alien, how much do you stack to? You stack to 10. Which would mean that would be a 50% damage increase. Or is that on my damage, actually? No, that's actually my damage. That's not enemy damage. Yeah, that's all damage. Yeah, it's not enemy damage. Why am I thinking that that's enemy damage? It is plus enemies, but it gives me more damage. Yeah, the gentle alien is what's sticking out of his head, basically. Yeah, but I feel like the attack speed is going to be really, really important in order to, like, you know, kill stuff. We have 15 luck though, so the luck is still going to be very, very important and stuff there. Ooh, loot aliens up here. Attack speed. More life steal. Because we need that for one round knocks. Oh, 9% movement speed. Yes. Lock the butterfly. Another ghost scepter. Yes. And I know we probably could have re-rolled a bit more there. So 2 stats from that, 2 stats from that, 1 stat from that, 2 stats from that. So at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have gained, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. So we have gained 8 max HP from our scepter so far. And does it apply live during a round? We will see. I will try and keep an eye out the HP there when it increases to 28. Because it is max health, right? Yeah. Oh, it went up to 29 there. Okay, so yeah, 31 now. Yes, I mean, the more stuff we kill and the later waves we get to, the more this is gonna start scaling. So we can have like insane, like an insane amount of HP eventually. Attack speed. Get that, get more luck. More life steal. Even though it says harvesting. Let's go. And of course, right, does the blue scale differently? Oh, every 18 enemies you kill. Okay, so it doesn't increase the max HP, but it makes you need way less kills. Oh, that's actually gonna be absolutely insane then, because there is no reason to not take the gentle alien, because like more enemies are just good for us. Yeah, so we will probably need like range damage and stuff that, and percentage damage as well, you know, and stuff that. But that just feels like really, really good. I mean, it definitely feels like this could probably have a really, really good chance on the 100% and stuff that, just because, you know, because of the fact that this seems like a very, very simple like style build to do, kinda. Attack speed, percentage damage. Get the coupon first, get that, get that, and get that. I'm burning. Nah, because we don't want to kill with burn. What's respawn? That's 42 health though. We have negative armor though, but it's only -5 though. But that actually means that if we take damage, we take 25% more damage. So, you know. So we are gonna eventually need to be getting some armor as well. Yeah, watch this jump soon. KT did a little bit of a jump there, I feel like, you know, 44 now. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Percentage damage. Purple Ghost Scepter. Yo. And we combine this. And combine those two. Yeah. And get that. Get this. Reroll. Now we don't do that. We don't do the weird ghost. Oh, the minus on the dodge is actually really bad. So the red one is basically a 1 max HP for every 12 enemy you kill. Yeah, you see, we still have a bit of a problem here and stuff like that, but I'm guessing this is a swarm wave, maybe. I mean, of course, more enemies are actually good because, of course, you know. So yeah, we definitely need to get our damage up, maybe more weapons, or maybe even faster attack speed. Because yeah, attack speed is 0.69. That is still not very, very high in comparison to guns, you know, stuff like that. More armor. More damage. Luck. Purple Ghost Scepter. Get that. Combine two. Combine two. Make this purple. So yeah, that might be a bad idea. We will see. Lock that for more range damage. Lock the clover. Nice. This might be dangerous to do, but now I have two of these, and they do a lot of damage, of course. And our armor is now 2. So now we have positive armor. We have positive armor. What's the time there? Okay. Once we run out of time, I'm gonna go and refill the water bottle, by the way. Because I didn't do that last time, I said I should, you know. That's the curse one. Do we have curse? Yes, we already have curse, so we don't care. Yeah. The things are still dangerous, huh? I didn't get the thing right that made it so that I lose recoverable stuff right. Because I have 2+ on the red food. I don't think so. Yeah, this is a bit dangerous, of course. Get that, of course. More lifesteal. Get the clover. Get that. Reroll. Regular Ghost Scepter used. Reroll. Lock the bunny, lock the baby gecko. And then we go. And now we have a fresh one. But then keep in mind that it keeps the stat gain. It does remember that if you keep upgrading one. Again, it's gonna be important to get more of the Skepters again. Hopefully we can get lucky, of course. Stuff that, you know. Because you can see that it can be really, really dangerous to combine at the wrong point and stuff that, you know, because now there is a lot of enemies. But we only have one gentle alien, right? Yeah. But it is 5% more enemies, so, you know. This can make certain waves way, way more scary, and we only have like one armor. It's actually really, really bad. So life still at. Only a 24% chance to life steal though. I definitely don't want to die at this point. Fudge, we are gonna die. Unless... Live! Live, silly boy! That was so close. It didn't look close there by then, but I don't have any choice. Armor. First off, get that. Lock that, lock the tractor. Boom. I hope we locked that. Did we lock that boost Skeptor? I hope we did. Because yeah, if we can get a purple one also, for example, and you might say, oh yeah, it's really bad to go down to less, you know, and stuff that, and show it is. Now we have 3 armor, so still not very good. Yeah, 70% left of it. Now damage modifications, okay. 100% chance to deal damage to random enemy when you heal, okay. Now, of course, we are getting a large health pool from this and stuff that. So yeah, so it's very, very dangerous, as you can see, to go down to like less weapons and stuff that, you know. I might roll aggressively again for armor, because we have gotten things that have reduced armor right on us. Right? Haven't we? I'm looking for things that reduces our armor. Nah. Doesn't look like we've gotten anything that have actually reduced our armor. So I definitely thought, alright, because we got more of the Ghost Scepters. Because they're giving us the minus on the armor. That's just great. That's just also great. Then we combine these two, and now we can get the purple one. Okay, we are again down to 3. Because they are beneficial to the fire there. Right, and now we just go down now by basically filling all the bottle and stuff there, but yeah. It is not the case at all. You know, how effective this is. But as you can see, it can get really scary, but we were really lucky there to get the ferry. And of course, we wouldn't have been able to get that ferry if we didn't unlock it, you know. So, yes, there are things that, for example, like once you have all the unlocks, that's really when you want to start using 100%. But of course, we did 100% on both Tier 1.